Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be doing a Mila Kunis makeup tutorial. This is going to be the makeup that she wore to the Oscars this year. She had a gorgeous lavender coloured dress on and this hairstyle and the makeup that I'm wearing, so I've tried to recreate her whole sort of look that she wore that evening. So if you would like to see a tutorial on how to get this hair, I'm going to be uploading that very shortly, so keep an eye out on my channel and subscribe and it will let you know when my hair tutorial's up. So I'll see you soon, and here's the makeup tutorial. Okay, so I've already applied my foundation and I just used the Estee Lauder Double Wear and just applied it with my fingers because I find that it applies a little bit easier when it's sort of warmed up. So I've got that on. I've also concealed under my eyes with the Bobbi Brown Creamy Concealer, just with an Illamasqua blending brush. So I can move on to my eyebrows now. Now Mila's eyebrows are quite light to say she has such dark hair. So mine are naturally quite dark, so I'm just going to lighten them up a little bit. I'm going to use Omega Eyeshadow from MAC on a 266 brush, also from MAC. So I'm just starting to fill my eyebrows in. They are quite square at the front here. And then they sort of go up. And then they arch down here. So I've got the basic shape of this eyebrow in place. Now don't forget, I'm just getting the shape in place. I'm not worrying about the darkness of it too much with the eyeshadow. But now what I'm going to do is just take a little bit of concealer. This is Studio Finish Concealer in NW20. I'm just going to scrape it a little bit out with the end of my brush. So we've got a bit here. And then I'm going to take a little spoolie, which is just a disposable mascara wand, and you just want to rub the concealer onto the mascara wand. And then if you rub it over your eyebrow, it will lighten them quite a bit. Because I do have quite dark eyebrows naturally, so this will just lighten them up a bit. So you should have some eyebrows that look a little bit like that. So you can see they're slightly lighter than my hair, like Mila's, but they still have that very sharp, not sharp, but sort of very structured square shape to them. So now I'm going to move on to the eyes. As a base colour, it looks like she has something very warm in the inside, like a warm ambery brown. And then on the outside of her eye, it sort of gets into more of a cool, deep, matte brown. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to take my 252 from MAC, which is just a flat eyeshadow shader brush. And I'm going to take Amber Lights eyeshadow, which is this sort of bronzy, gold brown colour here. And I'm going to apply that to the inside portion of my eyelid. Just like that. I'm now going to take the E55 brush from Sigma, and I'm going to take Cork eyeshadow, which is a matte medium brown shade, and I'm going to take that and apply that on the outer half of the lid. So don't worry about blending too much at this stage, you just want to get the colours on the lid and then we can blend them afterwards. So now I'm going to take my E50 from Sigma and I'm just going to start blending those out. So we've got a nice soft edge. So you've got something like that. And it looks like she has some sort of shimmery brown colour just as it's blended out. If I look in some of the photos, you can see it's like a warm blend here. So I'm going to use Woodwinked eyeshadow, which is this one here. And it's just sort of a brown shimmery colour. And I'm going to apply that on my 222 brush from MAC. So I'm just going to take that along my socket line. And then again, I'm going to blend that out. I'm going to take the same E55 brush from Sigma, which is just sort of got a thin side. So what I'm going to do is dip it into the Woodwinked. And I'm going to apply that underneath my lower lash line. So now I'm going to be using my Avon Supershock gel eyeliner just to line the waterline and the upper tight line as well. Okay, so now I've got that done, I can see where I need to add a little bit more darkness, and that is around this upper sort of outer corner area. So I'm going to take the 217 from MAC, which is just a small pencil brush, and I'm going to be taking this eyeshadow. Now this is from the Peacock collection, which was limited edition. I'm not sure if it's still available anymore, but it's basically just a dark brown eyeshadow, so you can use any dark brown eyeshadow that you have. I'm just going to put some of that on there, and if I just zoom you in, I'm also going to take a little bit of that dark brown eyeshadow just along the outer part of my lower lash line. So it looks a little bit more brown and smoky. Okay, so now you should be left with something a little bit like this. Now what I'm going to do is smudge a tiny bit of this gel liner on my upper lash line as well. And I'm going to use the MAC Zoom Fast Black Lash. Okay, so I've got my eyes done. Move on to cheeks. Now, Mila Kunis doesn't have, when I looked at the pictures from the Oscars, she sort of has a bronzy brown colour, and it doesn't look like she's contoured at all. It just looks like she's got this sort of bronzy, almost pinky blush. So I'm actually going to use this, which is L'Oreal Glam Bronze, and it's actually a blusher and a bronzer in one. So it looks like this, and I'm actually going to swirl the two together with a MAC 138 brush, which is sort of a tapered brush. It has a little bit of a point on it, and by mixing the two together we should be able to get some sort of similar colour to what she had on her cheeks. So she almost contoured with it as well, so I'm going to just sort of do that. And she didn't bring it up her temples at all, it was literally just sort of a stripe here and then the apples. So that's the blusher, and you can see it sort of ties it all together a little bit more now. That is kind of a matte product, and when I looked at the pictures, she does sort of have some shine on her face just here. It looks like a cream sort of product. So I'm going to take my 188 brush from MAC, and a little bit of this, which is Illamasqua's cream. This is actually a cream blusher, but I think it's more of a highlighter because it's a very light colour, and it's in the colour Lies. I'm just going to use this to highlight with, so dab it on like that, and then blend. You can see it gives you a lovely highlight, that product. So now I'm just going to do the lips. I'm actually going to use Runway Pink from the e.l.f. Mineral Collection, which looks like this. She looks like she's got a very, very natural lip going on, so this is quite a natural nudie colour. Just like that. And then there is a slight gloss on there, so I'm going to use the MAC Creamsheen Glass, and the colour is Fashion Whim. It's just a nude colour. That's it for my Mila Kunis makeup tutorial that she wore to the Oscars this year. You can stay tuned for my next video, which will be the hair tutorial that goes along with this makeup. So I hope you enjoyed it, and please give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Bye!